Google Colab comes with many pre-installed packages, and this is very good because we can start working with those pre-installed packages straight away. We don't need to wait for installation or to configure our environment if we are going to use just the pre-installed packages. However, as we've seen before, when we want to install different packages, or if we want to change versions of packages, things can get a bit more complicated and time consuming. To solve this problem, we can use Conda, that it's a package dependency and environment management for many languages. Unfortunately, it doesn't come pre-installed in Google Colab, but we can install and start using Conda to install our packages. If we run here Python in the shell, we will see that there's the version 3.710 and it's on Linux. So if we want to use Conda and still use the pre-installed packages, when we will install Conda, we'll make sure that we have the same version of Python. So we want to install Conda for Python 3.7, and we will need to make sure that the system is looking for Python and for the Python packages on the installed folder. So we need a bit of configuration before we start looking at things. So if, for example, we import sys, and then we see the system path, and we see here that these are the folders where the system is looking for Python, is looking for the Python packages, and when we will start install Conda, we will need to add the folder where Conda will install its packages to this system path. So the first thing we need to do is to download, for example, Miniconda and install Miniconda in our system. So here you'll find some installers, and we need to make sure that we're going to use the Python version 3.7. So here you'll find this link where we can get the Miniconda for Python 3.7 for Linux. So what we can do is that we can get this version of Miniconda for Python 3.7. Then we will make this file executable, and then we are going to install Miniconda so we can have our Conda package manager and start installing things using Conda. So we're going to run the cell. It's downloading the this file, and then it's executing. We set the prefix to user local. We see here we also have some user local here in the system path. So it's finished installing, and now if we run Python, we have that it's a different version. This is 3.7.6 and it's from Anaconda on Linux. Before we had 3.7.10 on Linux. So now we have a different Python version, and also if we see here the version of Conda, we have Conda 4.8.2. So after we installed Miniconda, we can also add this folder here. We've seen that the system path had this here, but now we have one more, which is this lib Python 3.7 side packages. So now if we see our system path, we have one more here added to our system path, and we can tell Python to look for packages also on this folder. We can, for example, now install some different packages without using pip, and it will be using Conda. And some packages, they are available only on Conda, some packages they are not available on Conda, and some packages you need to install all the dependencies before you install the package. But when you're using Conda and a package is available in Conda, you don't need to worry about dependencies because Conda will take care of the dependencies for us. So for example, if we want to use Torchaudio, we know that it's not installed, but we can go here and install, for example, Torchaudio. So Torchaudio is a package that wants to apply PyTorch to the audio domain. So it supports to loading different audio files like MP3, WAV files. It has some special transforms, so you can calculate spectrograms. You can have MFCCs, MEL spectrograms. So it's very convenient if you are using PyTorch and you want to load audio and perform some fast transforms, taking advantage of GPUs, for example, and PyTorch. So Torchaudio brings these audio tools into PyTorch. So we will install Torchaudio using Conda. So we are using Conda install. Still are some packages that will be installed. Yes, I agree. And it's installing for us. In this case, Torchaudio, you can also install the using pip. Some packages you can only find in Conda. Some packages you find different ways how to install. Some packages, as I mentioned before, you need to install all the dependencies, and with Conda it takes care about the dependencies. It checks for conflicts. It downgrades some libraries if it's needed for this special package. So it's a very convenient way to install things. And now we also have this convenience in Google Colab by installing this Miniconda. We can start using Conda to install packages. So now we finished installing Torchaudio. We can import Torch and import Torchaudio. As an example, we'll just load a data set of yes or no, so we can see information about different data sets here on the PyTorch documentation. So we have different data sets available. Just picked one of these here. Then we can load data with a data loader. We can iterate over the data, and we can, for example, plot one file from this data set. So this is just to show you how we can install things with Conda, and one of these packages that we can install is Torchaudio, and we can install many different packages, and it will be very convenient, especially when we have different dependencies and we don't need to install one by one, because Conda Package Manager will do this job for us.